Rev up your engines.
Jim Kowalski says, Scotty, I'm young, 24-year-old. I have a passion for classic cars. Can you offer a recommendation on how to get started with a classic car hobby and how I might learn to restore a car properly? Okay, you're starting. So don't go for a super expensive classic, like don't go for a 67 Mustang Fastback. It's too much money. You're going to get, You might go for something like a 65 Falcon or something where you can get them cheaper. They're simple cars. They're easier to work on. You're not going to have the expensive parts. And since it's a Ford, there's still tons of parts out there that you can get at a reasonable price that aren't going to cost that much money, and being simple, you could do that. Go for that route. Don't go for, the super expensive ones that are worth a lot of money. You want to go a little bit lower, and if you like it and you do a good job, then maybe you'll go for a little higher end one the next time. That's the best way to go. The Dragon Boy says, do you refuse customers from bringing their own parts? Realize customers aren't that rich to pay a lot more on mechanics. Okay, here's the thing. You have to buy good parts. And I've been a mechanic for 50 years. Sometimes even I get the wrong parts because I try to save my customers money. But sometimes I find you can't buy the cheapest parts. Say you go online and buy a cheap alternator. I had a customer do that 6 months ago. And I agreed, well, you don't have any money, you buy it and I'll put it on. Well, he bought an alternator for his Honda, bought it online, I bought it, put it on, and guess what? It didn't work. So then he had to take it back. His car stuck here for days. If I would have bought the right alternator, it'd be out and you wouldn't have any problems. So I warn people. I mean, if they want to buy their own part, I'll warn them. If it doesn't work, you still got to pay me to take it off, put another one on, and your car's going to be stuck there. You're better off having me buy the part from a quality part at a good price. Now, yes, a lot of mechanics are crooked, and they'll buy something for $100, sell it for $300. Well, I'm not into that either. But the problem with having a customer bring the part is a lot of times it's not the right part, or it's a cheap part that doesn't work, and then it becomes a gigantic roller coaster of who's to blame for somebody who wants their car fixed right. That's why most mechanics will not take parts from other people. And I can't really blame them because a lot of times you get the wrong part and then everybody's stuck. Kevin Williams says, Scotty, I got a Toyota Camry 1996. Whenever I turn the AC, the car backfires when it starts and the power seems to be cut. Okay, the first thing you want to check is have both your battery and your alternator load tested. Places like AutoZone do that free. And realize that when you turn on the AC, that stresses the electrical system. And so if you have a weak battery, weak alternator, it might backfire. Now, if they check out and the alternator's good and the battery's good, it generally means the AC compressor's starting to wear out. And if it does, it drags the engine too much and can make it run poorly. But generally backfiring, that has to do with not enough electricity. So have your alternator and battery load tested first on that one.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.